And you are BIZZy, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
BIZZY. I like anything with a Z. It's just cooler that way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me about the BIZZy ReGiMe. You work with artists.
Yeah, I work with a lot of artists. The name of my company is called the ReGiMe Artists, and we work with a lot of independent artists. I'm an alumni of, had the pleasure of working at two major labels, Warner and Sony. So now,
What do you do there?
At Warner, I was assisting the director of street marketing. So I was, I started out in urban, then I started working in rock pop. So
Wow.
yeah. And then at Sony, I worked in mobile marketing. So I had a pretty good education working at these two companies. So I just decided to go independent and help out independent.
Wow, that's awesome. So are you a marketing genius?
I wouldn't say all that, but as far as working with artists and helping break records and
So what's the template? Like what's your little magic, or is that like secret?
No, it's not no secret. I mean, basically what I tell artists, no matter what genre of music they do, is the number one thing I preach is radio. And
Indie radio or like mainstream radio? Like, how do you break that code? Like, isn't it like 10 artists that get played all day long?
Yeah, it's only because when you listen to the mainstream radio, those 10 artists are represented by the major corporations.
Right.
Who obviously have money to buy out these stations.
Right.
But there is still ways for independent artists to get on the radio where it will cost an arm, leg, and a shirt.
Right.
So that's what my company preaches, to help indie artists get on the radio. And from the radio, a lot of things happen. I have this formula that I say radio solves 95% of your problems.
Okay.
Because most of the problems with indie artists is exposure,
right,
trying to get the attention of some either major labels or some investors or somebody.
Exactly.
And also the number one thing is going on the road.
Right.
Promoters tend to book what's on the radio, so I get calls from dozens of promoters every day. Like, hey, I heard this indie artist on the radio. How much they're going for?
Wow. So who are you representing? Can you name a few?
Right now, I'm working with a few artists. I'm working with an artist by the name of Chris Casino. I'm working with a rap group by the name of Daughter House. I'm doing some consultation for a rock band called Lachi. As far as major artists, I'm working with some of the bad boy people doing marketing and promotions. And I'm just looking to build a clientele, but most of what we do is geared towards helping independent artists get out there.
Cool. So, any radio stations you can name that you've gotten some people airplay on?
All the radio stations from, if you want to look at urban, from Power 105
right,
to Power 92 in Chicago,
nice.
Atlanta.
New York is like a different kind of market.
New York is...
Other cities are more open
absolutely.
to the indie artists.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's not clear station mania everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm not working for a company, so I can really say what's on my mind. But
right.
The whole radio station thing is all about money.
It's payola. They say it's illegal, but it's the only way it works. It's all about payola. It never went away. It continues to be there, and it makes it very hard for indie artists. But then again, everyone's on the same slate at the same time. But like Avril Lavigne's record's coming out, she's not going to have to worry about anything, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's so the radio is number one thing. We also do artist development.
What are your fees? Are you expensive? Because indie artists usually don't have any.
Yeah, they don't.
Cha-ching,
And we understand that. That's why at my company we make things very affordable. Some people say, BIZZy, you crazy.
Well, but if they make money, then you make money. So
absolutely.
Right.
So, I'm looking more at the long-term game rather than the short-term money.
Right. And has it been working?
It's been working. We have a few artists we're developing right now. We have a few artists that's actually on the radio, college radio,
that's cool.
Radio. So
yeah.
And whenever you get radio plays,
do you get stuff on Sirius Radio at all? Because Sirius seems to be better than Clear's channel, whatever.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
in my experience.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And you can say the F word on
Yeah, you can
Sirius.
say the F word.
Yeah,
right.
so I mean, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. But
Exactly.
we get things on Sirius. We're also doing a lot of film and television placements. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's where you get money.
That's where you get money, and I tell indie artists, especially those singers who are doing cover songs. A lot of these films are looking for that because they rather pay, independent artists a couple of thousand for a cover,
Right.
than pay a major label $50,000 for the same song. So,
Exactly.
there's ways as an independent artist to generate income because this music thing is very cutthroat, and you got to spend money on everything. So
I know. So how do people find you if they want you to represent them?
you can find me on my website. It's rew-who-nyc-brooklyn.com. You can also find me on my email at BIZZy ReGiMe@gmail.com.
Now, how'd you come up with the BIZZy ReGiMe name?
Well, the regime artist, we came up with it because, the regime represents, administration of government, and we felt, it was around 2010, 2011 when I was leaving Sony, and we felt that, the whole industry needed some type of change,
Yeah.
regime change, so that's how we came up with the regime artist.
Boy, is the regime of our country in a frickin' mess right now, every
Absolutely.
day, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and music is probably the only thing that can save the world. So we need the BIZZy ReGiMe to uplift everyone. What do you do on a bad day? You listen to some music that you like, right?
Absolutely.
So, what kind of music do you like?
I like everything from gospel to alternative rock to heavy metal, pop.
Caroline's in a heavy metal band.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we don't discriminate. We work with all types of music.
So do we.
Yeah.
That's what we love supporting everything, eclectic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. So, we do have a little thing on our show that we like to get a skeleton from your closet, and it is National Cherry Cobbler Day. So we have these little cherry cobblers for everybody when you share a skeleton from your closet. So, do you have anything you'd like to purge out to the world?
Oh man.
I know.
Is this PG-13?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
That's up to you. Right. We've had some pretty X-rated ones, actually, just the other day. Oh my gosh, you gotta go look at the YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, on Wednesday we heard a pretty high-rated skeleton, I have to say.
Oh man, I mean,
Sleeping with a teacher.
Yeah,
Sleeping with the
Yeah, you know how that goes, right?
So
I don't know who should feel worse, the teacher or the student, but
No,
I
the
actually
student
do know,
feels
but I'm not
awesome.
going there.
The student feels awesome because he or she is getting that extra credit they most
Well, you
rightly
do get
deserve.
the A, I have to say. You do get the A, but yeah, you do.
Right, you do.
And if you don't squeal on your teacher, which you usually don't,
yeah.
they don't get fired. But you never go to class again, trust me.
Yeah. But something,
Nah.
Anything like that, BIZZy ReGiMe?
I mean, something along those lines. But I would say since I, and I'm not saying that anything is bad about the major labels, but since I left, it's kind of reformed a little bit. So
Right.
most of my skeletons are from working.
Yeah, did you get good ideas and sneak some good things out of there?
Yeah, I got some good ideas. So I'm hoping to share them with the world.
Excellent. Good for you. Helping, you're like Robin Hood.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about helping.
The underdogs, exactly.
And, I know being an independent artist is very difficult. You have so much stacked against you. So I'm just looking to help out those artists, and let's see where we can get them.
That sounds awesome. Well, we would love to have them here. So you take a little cherry cobbler, even though your skeletons suck. I didn't even get one out of you. Give us an example, man. Like, what'd you take from Sony?
Nah, let's.
Did you take I don't know, a cord? No, I'm just kidding. Did you work in Midtown in that big Sony building?
Yeah, 550.
Such a nice building.
Yeah, very nice building.
It is a nice building.
Nice people too.
Yeah.
Nice people too. So.
I actually once sat on an airplane next to a really high up guy from there, and he gave me like Ozzy Osbourne CD and all these CDs. I walked off the plane with like 8 million CDs. They weren't indie, but they were like not released yet or something. No, such nice people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So have you been like to South by Southwest or any of the?
Yeah, South by Southwest. I'm usually at everything in terms of.
Did you go with Sony or did you go with BIZZy ReGiMe? Sony sent you.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times.
It's nice having a budget.
Yeah, a budget helps everything.
It does. It does. So, what is your like suggestion for an indie artist to like not panic and do the smartest move slowly? Like, you know, the tortoise wins the race anyway. So, what's your suggestion to somebody like that's not even starting out, that's just been indie forever?
My suggestions is just hold fast and you know, count those pennies. You know, don't throw money away, because I see a lot of indie artists make these mistakes.
Well, like all these stupid websites like Reverb Nation, and no offense, Reverb, even though I'm blacklisted from one of my pages, you know, they always have these free trial. It's full of poop, because you do it, and then they start charging you, and then they start saying you can't undo it unless you pay them.
Absolutely.
So, like, you know, it's hard to not get scammed even by these indie websites.
Absolutely. And you know, there's a thousand of them out there.
So never say yes to the free trials on any of those things. Don't do it.
You know, you just have to be careful when dealing with these websites. There's a lot of websites which I won't name who you know, charge anywhere from $300 to $500 and saying they're gonna shop you down. Be
Don't
careful.
do it. If anybody's asking for that,
just be careful. You know, so at the ReGiMe team, what we do when we work with artists, we shop demos for free. We don't charge a lot of money. So.
Well, free is like no money.
Yeah, no money. I mean, but
that's not a lot of money.
Even with the studio.
So how do you make money?
Well, we make money mostly from music placements. Like
that's the best way.
Television.
Can you name any?
Oh man, we had shout out to Premier Entertainment. We had a song in this movie called The Help. Anybody? Yeah. I mean, when
that's great.
When we saw the box office tickets.
That's a huge film.
It was a huge film. So you know,
wow.
My friends over at Premier Entertainment, who's affiliated with my company, they represent Chubby Checker and a lot of people like that. So, you know, and we just had we did the whole soundtrack for a movie that's coming out June 25th called Bunnies on Deck.
What's it called?
Bunnies on Deck.
Bunnies on Deck.
Yeah, it's a movie about you know, prostitution. So
cool.
You guys might want to check that out.
Wow. So that's great. So everyone got paid for that.
Everyone got paid.
I just got 2 songs in an indie film.
Yeah.
0.
You know, so I mean, it's that's how we make the bulk of our money, and then we do have 2
credit on IMBD. Woo woo.
Yeah. we also have a studio.
It's nice though. I love the movie.
We also have a studio in Long Island City, Buckaville, and that's where we have a lot. We have you know, capabilities of recording live bands. So we have a lot of bands.
So what's the name of that?
Buckaville. It's out in Long Island City.
That's not so far to get to.
No, it's not far. It's kind of like a commune, and you know, sometimes like people think we're just crazy and we're drinking some kind of Kool-Aid because, you know, there's.
Well, that's what you have to drink.
Right.
You gotta drink the Kool-Aid, right?
But you know, other
or hypnotic.
Yeah, one of those.
One or the other, right?
Something from
isn't that like Kool-Aid for grown-ups?
Yeah, something like that.
That's what Wyclef drinks.
But we have rates as low as $5.
Hypnotic. That's where I learned it.
So we have rates as low as $5 an hour.
$5 an hour.
Yeah.
And you have like full drums and everything.
We have full drums. We have everything. So,
$5 an hour.
Yeah, you know.
To record or to rehearse?
To record, well, to rehearse might be cheaper. So
what, like 50 cents an hour?
But we just what we do at the studio.
I want your card.
Definitely.
Yeah, if it's 50 cents an hour, I'll drop
$100
I'll drop $100 right here.
It's not 50 cents, but it's
I love 50 cents.
It's real low.
I really
it's real low. But you know, basically the whole idea is to you know, get artists doing what they want to do without them having to.
So you have Pro Tools, the whole shebang.
Pro Tools, we have everything.
Wow.
And like I said, we make good money from the film placements and stuff to the point where we would offset.
That's where it goes. I understand. So, royalty.
Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely.
Wow. So say your website one more time, and I'm going to be stalking you.
Yes, the regimeartist.com. You can also check out Premier ENT.com. rew-who-nyc-brooklyn.com, and the website is always being updated, always new stuff being added in.
So how many people work at BIZZy ReGiMe?
We have probably about a dozen people right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So who's your role model? What do you want to be, like the next the big guy? You could say it.
I just want to.
Sounds like.
I just want to be someone that's busy.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I like that. I like it a lot.
Just stay working and see where it goes.
Yeah, and it's infinite. It really is endless.
Absolutely.
I know, it is. Wow, you're inspiring. And I think artists are lucky to have somebody like you. Like, I'm going to stalk you, I swear to God. It's true. And I just heard about stalking online. Did you see it? It was on the news last night. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, like people, they don't know the new law for it because it's like a new kind of stalking. And people are freaking out by being stalked online. And it's like, how can you put a restraining order? It's like really getting ridiculous, so watch out. I'm telling you, yeah, I know. Since they don't know the rules yet, I'm still in that like gray area, all right? Yeah, so what would you, what's your last shout out?
My last shout out is, I want to shout out to everybody that works with me at the ReGiMe Artists, all the staff, all the talent, and I just want to shout out all the independent artists, keep grinding, never give up.
Yeah, sounds good. BIZZy ReGiMe, thank you so much.
No problem.
And bring your people. That would be awesome. We'll be back. Brooklyn.